Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm building up the classic Boeing 747 from Revell, and this is 1 in 450 scale. It's a middle of the road level 3 kit, number 03999. It's only a little box, but let's open it anyway and see what's inside. A little bit of paperwork and 2 sprues. And we'll check out the paperwork first. So we have all the usual stats about this type of aeroplane. Then we've got 6 whole steps on how to assemble the thing, as well as a colour / decal guide. And here's all the plastic parts laid out, and not much of this kit at all. First things first, remove the part from the sprue. Then use a mini file to remove any tabs. You can also use sandpaper or hobby knife. I want to post this plane in the air, but I don't want to damage it, so I'm gluing a small magnet to the inside at the far side, and this will either attach to a metal pole or another magnet, and therefore I don't need to cut the plane open. And once it's set, I can glue both halves of the plane together. There's very little in the way of registration tabs, so everything needs lining up by eye and clamping together. If anything is out of alignment, a quick file will level that out. I have 4 different jets to assemble, and they're all in halves, and I need to do the same for the main wings, which are also in halves, and once again adding some clamps when I'm sure we don't have any gaps. This is a piece of your kit which is nice and cheap, and you should always have on standby. Each wing has a tab and can be slid into place and glued. They just need gently pushing up until the gap disappears, and I'll repeat the same process for the ones on the tail. The engines are a bit of a nightmare to apply. There's no slots or nothing to hold it into place, just a little mark telling you where it goes, so I have to keep it steady until the glue takes hold. There are 2 slightly different designs. The longer ones go in the middle and the shorter ones go on the outside. A piece of the plastic is warped on the underside ring, leaving a bit of a gap, so I'll fill that in and smooth it out with a wet finger. There are 4 sets of double wheels to add on. The longer ones go on the wing and the shorter ones on the underbelly, and there's a single pair of wheels to go on the front. Just like with the engines, some of these don't have a dedicated slot, so I have to be careful when applying them. These are the full colour painting instructions in black and white, and represented by shades of grey. Another page will tell you what each of these shades means, but unless you've got a microscope, they're good as useless. I found that a black sharpie is ideal for drawing on the turbines. You can still use a brush, but it won't be as neat. Or if you're not scared of destroying the whole thing, you can always drill it out. I then went and painted all the wheels in black. The instructions do not tell you this, but you do have to paint a few things before applying the decals. The most noticeable part is the top of the plane, so it's best to examine the decal sheet and basically work out what's missing. And speaking of decals, the striping on the side comes in 3 parts, so it's just a matter of trying to line them up, and thankfully they do overlap a little bit, which gives you room to play with. There's also the pilot windows, as well as the name of the airline. Also, as I'm going along, I touched up some paint where needed, plus if there's any gap between decals, a little bit of paint will fill that in. There were some extremely tiny decals left over, but when they're that small, you can't really do anything with them, and nobody really notices they're not there anyway. Once everything's on and had time to dry, I spray some lacquer all over it. This will give everything a bit of a sheen and protect it at the same time. Now to continue with the magnetic attachment. I have a 4mm magnet and a 4mm tube. Clear is best if you don't need to be too noticeable. And it's just a matter of adding the glue and the magnet and letting it set. With a heat gun you can bend the rod and attach it to a base and you're set to go. But I've chosen to display mine differently. I have this mirror with the plane sits on perfectly, and because of the weight the internal magnet lifts the plane up slightly, it looks like it's taking off. And by being on a mirror you get to see the underside at the same time, so I thought it was a novel way of displaying it. And with that being said, that's the Boeing 747 kit from Revell completed. Final thoughts on this kit? It's basically got a lot of problems and could do with being designed from scratch, and this is from an instruction standpoint right through to the moulds. For example, when it comes to the packaging, rather than advertising on the back cover, use that to display pictures of the model. Show off some different angles and some close-ups, and that's all we need. And it will help remove some of the guesswork. Put it this way, I'm not going to be in a hurry to get any more of these kits. From now on, my feet are staying firmly on the ground. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, if I can do it, so can you.